I had a client that called me just as I was talking to you. The client was really the son because the son was calling for his mother. And the son had been referred to me actually by another clergyman and said he called me up and he lived in Atlanta. He called me up and said, "Look, there's my mom's lost. Uh, I went up to see her 2 weeks ago. My dad's been dead for 3 weeks now. I went up to see her, and the most amazing thing I've ever seen. There was a pile of mail that she had put a string around, and every time new mail came in, she just kept adding to the pile. And he said to me, you know, Mr. Bear, I asked her, I said, Mom, what's going on here? And she said to her son, I am not interested in what it is. I don't want to talk about it. It's just, don't even talk to me about it. Son called me. As I said, he was referred to me, went on my website, saw a little bit about Suddenly Solo, said, can you help my mom? I said, well, it's a process. I can't always help everybody. Uh, but let's see if we can set up a Zoom meeting, which we did. And he was on that Zoom meeting initially. And I sat and I talked with his mother for about 20 minutes. She was a very sharp lady. Not the way she had been described by the son at all. And I asked her, I said, listen, would you like me to help you? And she said, yes, I would. We then set up some additional meetings. We went through the correspondence, just as I'm sitting across from you in a Zoom meeting. We did the same thing. We went through the correspondence. We put things in one pile. We put things in another. It was almost like a triage. What needed to be handled first? Do we have to talk to Medicare? Do you have to talk to Social Security? Did we have to talk to a financial advisor? Well, who is your financial advisor? Well, I'm not sure because let's take out a statement. Do you have the statements? Yes, I do. Let's take a look because there's always a name on a statement. Do you have an accountant? Yes, we do have an accountant. We went through this and through this. What I could start to see was she was starting to, her confidence seemed to be bolstered. She started to be a little bit more comfortable with the process. She started to be confident or more comfortable in her own ability to go through this. Now, maybe it was timing. Maybe it was a few weeks later. She was going through the grieving process, which is natural and which is necessary. But what was happening is she started to see the necessity that life still moves on, and there are certain things that she had to do. And I got a call back after this process finished. I got a call back from the son, and this was about 2 weeks later. He had gone back to visit his mom, and he said, Mr. Bear, it's made such a difference. I found my mother with a plan. I had gone through her, and she had asked me about finances and what she's going to need to do now. And we looked at the various things assets that her family had. We kind of put together a short-term and a long-term plan. And he said to me, my mom is different. She feels different. She looks different. And I want to thank you. I said, you don't have to thank me. I said, it's simply your mother taking control and charge of things now because she's able and feels like she can do it herself.